Hello. So it's another day and another video, and I want to title this one "In the Midst of the Storm." So yes, for some of us, we've been in this shutdown for about going on our sixth week. Others are on their second week. Depending on what country you're in, um, you're in a shutdown one way or another. So the question is, what do you do now that you're in a shutdown? Um, I think in the genesis of this, there's a whole lot of restless energy that we had. So we're investing it in fights and quarrels, churches fighting over who's going to stay open, who's not going to stay open, who's collecting offering and who's not collecting offering, who's collecting tithe and who's not getting tithe, and just a lot of bickering and meowing going on. But now, ish is real, okay? And I'm sure economically we've all been affected one way or another. So the question is, what do you do now that you've been affected? Uh, do you just stay idle and just keep looking for random things to get into? Or do you get constructive? Do you get constructive and focus on your innate ability to create? We all have an ability to create. I'm a Christian, so I'm talking from a Christian perspective. When the widow of Zarephath was faced with the famine and Elijah came, her miracle was in her hand. As a matter of fact, the empty vessels that were there turned out to be the miracle she was looking for. Those empty vessels, as long as there was an empty vessel, the cruise of oil was flowing. It was flowing. It was flowing. As long as there was an empty vessel. So the emptiness was actually an avenue of a blessing. And I think that's what a lot of us need to begin to ask ourselves now. How is the emptiness I'm facing now able to transcend into a form of miracle, a form of God intervening and using that to be something to push us in our trajectory, in our economic trajectory? That is the question we need to ask ourselves right now. That's what we need to be facing. So rather than indulging in a bunch of idleness and a bunch of backbiting and a bunch of quibbling and quarreling and all that, focus on how to switch your economic trajectory at this point. If you're a writer, what are you writing? If you're a singer, what are you doing? Are you making music? If you're a pastor, are you spending time in his presence, getting a download from the Spirit on the next move that your ministry should be embarking on? If you're intercessor, are you standing in prayer, interceding and searching and getting downloads from the Spirit? What are you doing? That is a question you need to ask yourself and begin to take advantage of this moment. That's all I have to share.